Manchester United now have the highest shots on target in the entire Premier League. They have the second highest expected goals and they have scored the most number of goals from set pieces alongside Arsenal. So basically, Ruben Amorim has completely transformed Manchester United's attack this season. But all of this did not happen overnight. If we talk about Ruben Amorim's impact on Manchester United's attack, it boils down to three very specific systems that he has followed. The systems that he uses in every match, the systems to which opposition has no answer to. In this video, we will break down how Ruben Amorim completely transformed Manchester United's attack this season. So let's get into it. If there is one area which Amorim has exponentially improved, that's got to be the build-up play of Manchester United. Last season, United's build-up wasn't just unreliable. It was something which was actively harmful for them. Throughout the entire last season, Manchester United struggled to progress the ball, lost possession, and quite often they ended up conceding goals from these situations. The drastic improvement in the build-up structure boils down to two simple ideas. The first is position of the wing backs, and the second one is the hold-up ability of the forwards. Before we talk about the tactics, let's talk about United's formation first. They go with three centre backs. They have two number 8s who are helping with the defense. The wing backs usually stay wide and up the field, and because we already have the wing backs, it will not make any sense to have any wingers. That's why we have two number 10s who are present in this area, and there is not so much isolated striker present in this area. See, the main intention of the build-up is to progress the ball from the defensive third to the attacking third. Now this can be done by a couple of ways. You can either straight away go for a long ball towards your striker, or you can try to build these passes and try to progress the ball into the final third. Usually in the build-ups, you will see the wing backs in a quite advanced positions and wide up the field. The last thing that you would want is your wing backs to be here helping with the build-up, because your wing backs will be marked by the opposition full backs. And just look at all this crowd over in this area. You wouldn't want all of these players in your own half, and that's exactly why we will have our wing backs over in this area. Now usually when a 3-4-3 structure is coming up against 4-3-3 kind of a structure, the opposition will always have an extra midfielder. What United are doing this season is, let's say that the center back has the ball with him. With a couple of quick passes, he can get the ball towards the number 8. Now what happens here is the number 8 has a couple of options, either to go to the number 10 over here or the other number 8. But what United are doing this season is they have this wing back and this number 10 always available for a long pass from this area. Here in this example, you see this exact sequence. With this sequence of passing, your number 10 or the wing back is going to have a lot of space to run into, and you can create a lot of chances from there. But the question is, how do these two players have all of this space to run into? What you want to do is, when you're making these passes over here in this area on a particular wing, the opposition players would want to shift themselves in this area to narrow down the space and to compress the field. And this is exactly where these two players come in the picture. Because all of the opposition players are present in this opposite wing, these players are going to have a lot of space to run into in this area. The second option which United are opting for this season is a direct long ball towards your striker or towards a number 10. Cunha and Mbeumo, both of these players have tremendous ability on the ball. Their hold-up play is good. They have a lot of physicality. Let's say that the goalkeeper wants to go long towards the striker. In this situation, Cunha would want to have all of these passing options available. But even if he is not able to do so, what Manchester United are doing good this season is they are catching on to the second ball. They have more willpower, they show more tenacity, and all of these players are hungry for the ball. In the final third, we are seeing a lot of these runs by the full backs, which was completely absent last season. So in a typical Manchester United attack, we see a lot of these players forward. We have the front three alongside all of these full backs who are always present here. What I like about these three forwards is that these three players have the ability to rotate their positions and they can play well throughout the entire field. We have seen Cunha operate in this space a lot. We have seen Mbeumo operate in the central space a lot. So when you don't exactly know who is going to be the striker, you cannot man mark these players. This unpredictability is the exact thing which is creating a lot of chances for Manchester United. The second major factor behind United's attacking success is their set piece evolution. United have scored more set piece goals than any other team in this season. And unlike Arsenal, they don't need to mark the goalkeeper to make it work. There is a clear reason for Manchester United's successful set pieces, and that is consistency in the deliveries. From the both sides, United use in-swinging deliveries which are coming from Bryan Mbeumo and Bruno Fernandes. You see in every corner the deliveries are absolutely spot on. And it doesn't stop there. Even when Manchester United go short or they are going after the second ball coming in from a corner, the follow-up deliveries are just as precise. Every single delivery is aimed at a specific zone. The zone in which Manchester United players are crowded. The other thing that I have noticed about their corners is that they don't solely rely on the headers. Let it be loose touches or winning the second ball, United players always seem to have more hunger and tenacity than the opposition. There has been so many instances where United players should not be winning these balls or these duels, yet they end up scoring goals from these kind of chances. And that brings us to the third pillar of Manchester United's attack, that is the end product. United have the highest shots on target in the entire league. They have the second highest expected goals, just 0.1 behind Manchester City. The reason behind this is simpler and something that people don't want to admit. And that is United's attackers are just better. Compared to the last season's attacking trio, that is Højlund, Garnacho and Zirkzee, Cunha, Mbeumo and Mason Mount are just better attackers. Especially Cunha and Mbeumo, who are just clear attacking upgrade from Garnacho and Zirkzee. You cannot give any space to Cunha or Mbeumo. They are creative, they are aggressive, they are insanely physical and they love the battle. Both of them have tremendous amount of Premier League experience, elite level technical ability and the most important thing, a winner's mentality. Both players have been the top players for their respective teams before joining United, and that shows everywhere on the field. Their hold-up play is better, their link-up is cleaner, their passing, crossing and finishing, everything is at a higher level. Both of them can create chances out of absolutely nothing. Both of them can operate wide as well as inside. Compared to the last season, the wing backs are helping the forwards a lot in this season. Even without Benjamin Sesko playing a lot of minutes, United's direct play and the final output has been outstanding this season. And there is a crucial element that people seem to be missing all the time, and that is the role of Bruno Fernandes in this attacking system. In a standard 3-4-3 structure, Bruno Fernandes, who is playing as a number 8, should not have this much involvement in the attack. But his attacking influence goes far beyond the system itself. He sees the passes which others just don't see. His IQ in the middle of the field is crucial for United's build-ups, and he is extremely clinical in front of the goal. But a traditional number 8 in the 3-4-3 system should have more defensive responsibility than the attacking responsibility, because there are 5 other players who have major attacking responsibility. But Bruno's attacking influence is just too good to be ignored and not to be used. So basically United are attacking with 6 players. But with Bruno's work rate and his willpower, he is also contributing a lot to the defense. Having 6 dedicated attackers in the attacking phases of the game has its own disadvantages in the defense as well. Manchester United are poor in defensive transitions, but that's an entire separate conversation altogether. But because of this kind of a setup, the final product has been world class for United. This is exactly why they have one of the most dangerous attacks in the entire Premier League right now. When you put these 3 pillars together, Manchester United end up with an elite level attack. And that has been quite evident throughout the entire season. I have watched every United match last season, and even in their best match, they were never this entertaining in the attack. The signings are working, the attack is improving, but Manchester United still have some issues on which they need to work. If you like this video, do let me know. If you want me to make a video on United's defense and their exact problems, do let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.